And finally on the news, Brazilian descendants in Nigeria have taken time to celebrate their heritage and the cultural relationship between Nigeria and Brazil. TVC News correspondent Theophilus Elamah was at the carnival where families representing different Brazilian cultures were present. His report.
Endorsed by the federal government in 2022, Brazilian descendants in Nigeria are celebrating the cultural heritage of Brazil. Brazil was the last country to abolish slavery, but had a thriving class of artisans, a jumble of those who had worked their way to freedom, were of various mixed races and were born free. Many began arriving to seek fortune in Nigeria at the turn of the 19th century, and by 1880, almost a decade before Brazil abolished slavery, their numbers had swelled to almost 1 in 10 of Lagos's approximately 40,000 inhabitants. As it is, this is to celebrate the cultural heritage of Brazil and to remember their forebearers. Over 30 families of descendants are represented here as the procession moved to different areas in Lagos Island, sensitizing residents about the relationship between Nigeria and Brazil. Ultimately, this is also part of plans to reconnect Afro-Brazilians with their African roots.
It was actually nominated as one of the national festivals, then under the Ministry of Information and Culture, but it has since remained. So it is incumbent upon us to do what? To celebrate the festival.
Our motto in Brazilian Descendants is not for us, for our future generations. That is our motto. And that was what we have been upheld. We upheld it up to present hour.
Bring back all the community, all the 1,100 names that came back to this community. The Salvador, the Dorregos, the Baileys, the Santos, the Marios, the Suarez, the Pedro, the Gonzalez.
The carnival-like celebration witnessed the display of the traditional meals of the Brazilian side-by-side Nigerian delicacy. Even the young children and the elderly celebrated as they united with others of Brazilian heritage. The First Lady of Lagos State, Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, who is of Brazilian descent, appreciates the efforts and consistency in ensuring that the tradition is kept alive.
You see, when all those ones come out, it's just a legacy that we should continue to improve upon.
These descendants are optimistic that this celebration will aid the preservation of their cultural heritage, even as the younger generation carry on the tradition. Theophilus Elamah, TVC News, Lagos.